Hi everyone, I am V. Divya, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, KS Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchengood. We can see the transform and the partial differential equation. In that we can see the partial differential equation. In that we are having the topic homogeneous linear partial differential equation. Homogeneous partial differential equation means a linear partial differential equation with a constant coefficient in which all the partial derivatives are the same order is called as homogeneous partial differential equation. In the partial differential equation, we are having the same order. We can tell it as that is equation is a homogeneous. Otherwise, we can tell it as non-homogeneous equation. The general form of the homogeneous is A naught dou n z by dou x power n plus A1 dou n z by dou x power n minus 1 into dou y plus etc. equal to f of x comma y. Here A naught, An, A2, etc. An are all constants. This is known as homogeneous linear partial differential equation of order n with a constant coefficient. Then we can consider capital D as partially differentiate with respect to x and D dash as partially differentiate with respect to y. Then the equation become f of d comma d dash into z equal to f of x comma y. For solving this equation, we must first find the complementary function and the particular integral. For finding complementary function, we must use the equation as f of d comma d dash into z equal to 0. Then we can write the equation as auxiliary equation. Instead of d, we can substitute m and d dash as 1. Then we can find the roots. We have the nature of the roots. To find by using the nature of the roots, we are having cases. First case is the discrete roots, and the different two roots are different, and we are having next case is two roots are equal and all roots are equal. For different roots, we can use the first case. Next, two roots are equal means we can use the second case. All roots are equal means we can use the third case to find the complementary function. Next, we can find the particular integral. For particular integral, we are having f of d comma d dash into z equal to f of x comma y. For f of x comma y, we are having the cases. For first case, we are having e power ax plus by. For e power ax plus by means we must replace d as a and d dash as b. In denominator we get the value f of a comma b. F of a comma b must be not equal to 0. For the second case we are having f of x comma y as sine and cos. Sine and cos means we must replace d square as minus a square and d dash square as minus ab, d dash square as minus b square. Then we can get the denominator f of minus a square comma minus ab comma minus b square, that is not equal to 0. For the third case, f of x comma y means here we are having x power m and y power n. In that we must convert it into f of d comma d dash whole power minus 1 into x power m and y power n. Then we can see the example for this one problem. Solve d square minus d dash minus 20 d dash square into z equal to e power 5x plus y plus sine 4x minus y. Here we can see that the equation having homogeneous. How we can tell means in first term we are having twice time differentiation with respect to x, and second term we are having one time differentiate with respect to x and the second time differentiate with respect to y. In third term we are having d dash square, so we can differentiate with respect to y twice. So in all the term we are differentiating twice. So same order we are having. So the given equation is a homogeneous equation. For homogeneous equation, first you must find the complementary function and the particular integral. For finding the complementary function, you must write the equation in the auxiliary form. Auxiliary form means you must convert d as m and d dash as 1. So we get the equation as m square minus m minus 20 equal to 0. When you solve this equation, we get the roots m equal to 5 comma minus 4. Here the roots are different. So you can use the complementary function as f1 of y plus 5x plus f2 of y minus 4x. Then we can see the particular integral. For finding particular integral, we can consider the sine 4x minus y as first one. So here we are having sine term. So you must convert the d square as minus a square and d dash as minus ab, d dash square as minus b square. So here we are having a value is 4 and b value is minus 1. When you substitute in this equation, we get the denominator value is 0. But the denominator value don't want be 0. So you must introduce the x value in numerator and you must differentiate the denominator value. When you differentiate the denominator value as d square minus d dash minus 20 d dash square, we get the equation as 2d minus d dash. With respect to x only, you must differentiate. When you differentiate d square, we get 2d. When you differentiate d dash, we get d dash. In the third term, there is no d value, so the value becomes 0. Next, in sine terms only you must use d square and d dash square. Here we get the value as d and d dash. So you must convert it into squares. So you must use the conjugate. For this you are having the conjugate as 2d plus d dash and 2d plus d dash in numerator and denominator you must multiply. Then we get the denominator as 2d minus d dash into 2d plus d dash. This is the form a minus b into a plus b. So a minus b and b into a plus b is equal for a square minus b square. So we get the value as 4d square minus d dash square. So he get the value d square and d dash square. So then we can directly substitute instead of d square minus 16 instead of d dash square minus 1. We get the value in the denominator minus 63. So we get the numeric value. So we can stop up to this. Then in the numerator we are having d dash. There is no derivative in the solution. So you must multiply this. When you multiply 2d in sine, we get the value 2d into sine 4x minus y. And when you multiply d dash, we get the value d dash into sine 4x minus y. So d dash means d means you must differentiate with respect to x and d dash means you must differentiate with respect to y. When you differentiate, you will get the value 8 cos 4x minus y minus cos 4x minus y. So here both the term we are having the cos term. So we can subtract this. We get the value. What is the value for this? 7x divided by minus 63. Okay. When you divide, we get the value minus x by 9 cos 4x minus y. So we can go to the next particular integral, but e power 5x plus y divided by d square minus d dash minus 20 d dash square. Here we are having the first case, so you must use the value instead of d, a value and d dash b value. Here we are having the a value as 5 and b value as 1. We can substitute this value in the denominator. We get the value 5 square minus 5 into 1 minus 20 into 1. Same we can get in the denominator 0. So you must introduce the x value in the numerator and then you must differentiate the given equation. When you differentiate this, you get the value 2d minus d dash. Here we are having d and d dash. So we can apply the value for this. Instead of d 5 and d dash, instead of d dash we can use 1. we get the value as x by 9 e power 5x plus y. So we can find the complementary function particular integral. So we can substitute in the general solution z equal to complementary function plus particular integral 1 plus particular integral 2. Because we are having two particular integral, so we can write it as particular integral 1 and particular integral 2. So when you substitute the value, we get the equation solution as z equal to f1 of y plus 5x plus f2 of y minus 4x minus x by 9 cos 4x minus y plus x by 9 e power 5x plus y. This is the solution for the homogeneous equation. Thank you.